Hey everyone, this is Pramita here. Today I'm going to do a very quick flip of my past planning patterns, which has paved way to bullet journal of sorts. So I would show two different kinds of sizes. One is in the standard size and the other in the B6. So I had been toying with the idea of planning in a B6. Let me move this a little bit. Yeah. So I had been toying with the idea of planning in a B6. So what I did was I started planning in this uh, journal insert, and this is in the B6 size. And I really liked the idea of having a wider space, but not as tall as the standard one. So I would really love to go back to this size, and I don't know, maybe very soon or in 2018. So I would just do a quick flip of my planner. I started this, I think, in the month of September. Yeah, so I started this in September. Yeah, and I have kept my bills. As you can see, it was pretty sparse while I began, and soon it became pretty busy. I just used a little bit of washi, leftover stickers from kits, and tried to hand letter at the beginning. But as I proceeded, I started becoming more adventurous, and I really wanted to use some of the scrap papers that I had. So what I did was I switched things up a little bit. This was still September, and I moved into October after this. So this is my October. This is the calendar on 2 pages. I have just hand drawn this. As you can see that the lines are mostly wonky, and yeah, so I didn't do much basically. And then I began my using my more of my washi tapes, my scrap papers, and I started journaling at the back also. Like whatever went over the day, I wrote in snippets of that. Not that I wrote a lot, but just to keep a record. That's how I kept on. Okay, so I have a meal plan sort of thing over here. This is hand drawn by me. So these are from adult coloring books. These are washi tapes. I love these washi tapes. They are from Art Atelier. I usually buy this is also a little bit of journaling. This is from a adult coloring book. Make it happen. So I have a little bit of journaling out here. This is a flip. These are all made by me. Like I cut the pattern papers or the design papers into 3x4 size, and then I either hand lettered or stamped something. This is something I've done. This is okay. So this is how my October came to an end, literally. And there are tons of flips. So I like this size a lot, and I'm planning on going back to this size, but not right now maybe, because I'm kind of trying the bullet journal style. So maybe after January I might go back to this style, this size, and maybe do bullet journal in the B6. So this was my September and October, and I began this in November. So as you can see, this is the standard size. Once again, this notebook was hand stitched by me. So these are some random stickers that I used. This is not basically bullet journaling, but I have used up some random stickers and papers that I had, and basically it's like destashing on your notebook. So these are some of the hand painted florals that I have done. This is a very basic sort of thing that I usually do. This is not the pretty planner style. So this is how I finished my November. And for December, I have been using something else, which I will show after my December is over. So right now I am planning on using a bullet journal for January. And what I have done is basically I have watched a ton of videos and read up a lot of stuff on over the internet. And I realized that there are a few things in bullet journaling that pretty intimidates me, like a lot of collections and trackers and stuff like that. My life is not such that I will be able to track everything and it will make sense, literally. So, what I tried to do is I tried to minimize some of the things and keep some of the elements intact. Like, I wanted to track my health and water, I wanted to track my mood and put a line for the day. I wanted to track my finances, and I also wanted to track, like how I'm spending my time. So these are the 4 or 5 things that I really wanted to track, and the rest of them was just as I was doing before. So I went through a number of channels and picked up a lot of things from here and there, and formulated a system that would suit me perhaps for the month of January. Now, this is a 100 GSM paper notebook that I have stapled and painted, because if you have been following my channel for a while, you will see that I do a lot of watercolors in my journals and planners and stuff like that. So for that I require a pretty thick paper. So this is a pretty thick paper. It will take anything. It will take watercolor, it will take stamping, it will take hand lettering with your markers, everything. So it's like that. So I have just hand lettered the word January. I have used a Tombow brush marker and have painted these using the Prima watercolor set confections, I think. And this is also the month at a glance. Now, I am a person who invariably messes up while putting on the date. So this time I have made a layout sort of thing before, and then I went about planning the way that I would like it to be. So this is a month at a glance. Once again, these are the florals that I have painted, and these are stickers that I made. Basically, what I did was I have sticker paper, and I simply went about painting on them and then fussy cutting them out. If you want to see how I did these, then please send a message and below, so that I can do this in another session. So I painted these leaves, and these on the sticker paper, and then I've just, these are stamped images. So these are some florals. So what I've done for this is I've just swatched a bit of watercolor on the sticker paper, and then I have hand lettered on them. These are some of the stamped images. These are hand painted. So now comes my trackers. I will talk about those trackers in another session, maybe. So these are some of the hand painted stickers. These are all hand painted. This is a stamp that I have used from Lawn Fawn. I have just stamped the image on the sticker paper and then colored it in. So that's how it is. And Regarding my trackers, what I've done is I have a self-care tracker which I really want to follow up. Like, I want to do at least one thing in a day for myself, and this is a time tracker. Now for the trackers, what I've done is I've set them up according to AM and PM from 5 a.m. till 11 p.m. and I'll have a key over here. I'll just color in the hour that I'm doing, what I'm doing in that time, and this is a mood tracker. This is the number of days, like 1st Jan, 2nd Jan, like that, and this is the color space that I've left, and one for the morning and one for the afternoon. So I have two boxes over here, and this is one line for a day. Now if you want, I can go through the trackers once again in another session in details, like how you can set this up. And this is my finance tracker. So what I've done is I've separated into smaller week section, and I can put down whatever expense I have done for that day and then make a total out here. And this is my general health tracker. I have a key to that also, but I've not colored that in yet. And this is my water intake tracker. That's that. And I will do a next part of this whereby I'll talk how I set up my trackers. So bye for now, and keep watching for the tracker setup video. Bye.